Court calls the case, People versus Aaron Porter.
Caitlin Kirby on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Vincent on behalf of Aaron Porter. Mr. Porter, check in, state your name for the judge.
This is Aaron Porter.
All right, very good. All right, we have him there. Okay, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I would like another adjourned pretrial. Hopefully, we'll be able to work something out with the prosecutor's office, whoever is going to take over this case.
We have a couple of problems. I don't mind giving you the adjournment. However, Mr. Porter has a bond violation.
That is correct, Your Honor.
There are a number of missed tests, but outside of his missed test on the 2nd, he tested positive for alcohol and didn't do his retest. What does he want to do?
Beg for mercy.
Pardon?
Beg for mercy. Mr. Porter.
Does he admit to the violation? Because he
Porter,
initially indicates to community corrections he didn't consume alcohol.
he has informed me, Your Honor, that just prior to the test, apparently he used Listerine. Now, if the Listerine was
Okay, all right. So how much
Yes.
Listerine did he use? Before, Mr. Vincent, you go ahead with this argument. He was a 0.14.
This was a fun little rabbit hole. I found dozens of websites like this one from affordablerapidtesting.com that says that your blood alcohol can read up to 0.75 immediately after using mouthwash products such as Listerine. Interestingly, though, all of the websites that were saying that Listerine and other mouthwash products will affect your blood alcohol test were all from attorneys and testing sites. When you go to look for the regular sites, any kind of credible medical sites or anything like that, all of those, like this study that I found on the National Institute of Health site, says that any kind of increase in your blood alcohol level caused by mouthwash dissipates almost immediately. So if you do a follow-up test, it would be negative. Within 30 minutes, it's out of your system. So all he had to do was take a second test if he was in fact positive for mouthwash.
I have the report in front of me, Your Honor.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot of Listerine.
Well, if I may respond briefly.
Okay, go for it. I'm anticipating. I'm sitting here in breathless anticipation.
I'll go fast then.
Okay, go for it.
When I went to breathalyzer school, one of the things I was trained to do is wait, if somebody had alcohol in their mouth, wait 15 minutes before you test. Why? Because even though the alcohol may have been swallowed, it'll still be in his mouth, which will give you a high, sometimes a very high breathalyzer reading. The only explanation I can give this court is that he must have washed his mouth off with Listerine and then immediately did the test. I did some math. He tested at 7 p.m. Excuse me. He had the times just really don't add up as far as elimination, because on 12:50 he tested 0, and you lose 0.015 an hour. If that 0.14 was accurate, he should have been at 0.06 at that time, assuming a 0.015 elimination rate, which everyone has the same elimination rate. So that is my argument. I'm going to talk with my client.
Does he want a hearing?
I think, what do I think?
Hold it, Mr. Vincent. I'll have a hearing on it, but he tested positive and then missed this next 6 retests.
And Your Honor, regardless of the elimination rates, I appreciate Mr. Vincent's argument. But Mr. Porter signed a form that every person who gets a sober link signs at community corrections. They initial their initials next to each line. One of the lines, I think it's line 4 or 5, says that you may not consume anything with alcohol in it. And that includes NyQuil and Listerine. So regardless, it's a violation, even if it was a 0.01. So if he's sticking to the Listerine story, it's still a violation.
That's also true.
Your Honor, could we try a scram tether on him?
And
And
No,
and I will
admit to
sit
the
down.
violation.
Yeah, and I will. Well, clearly he violated the don't drink Listerine, don't use Listerine. I mean, that's clear. I would like for him. He works as a medical assistant at U of M. I'm familiar with the procedure at U of M. If they think you got any kind of substance in you that you shouldn't have, they'll send security up there. You'll be checked out.
Right now he's using a SoberLink device, which looks like this. It's kind of a portable breathalyzer machine that connects wirelessly to send the data back to the monitoring company. And what they're trying to switch him to is a scram tether, which is pretty much like what we see, the normal ankle monitor that is actually continuously testing his blood through his perspiration to determine if he has any alcohol consumption.
Perhaps a scram tether would work better on him, and I will have him in my office, and I will enunciate, stay the hell away from Listerine and NyQuil and all the other stuff.
So I'll indicate in here that the defendant admits to a violation. Defendant is to be switched to a scram tether. He must report within 24 hours of today to be fitted with that. I'll then adjourn this matter to October 18th, 2023, 9 a.m. I should also place on the record that the defendant was also given the opportunity to come in and submit to an ETG test, and he did not do so.
Mr. Porter, get yourself in to see me as soon as possible. You have no idea how close you came to spending several days at the Washington County Jail. Come in to see me as soon as possible. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.